you reckon that'll be alright to eat if it's a bit crunchy? Hi, Kelly. You alright? Hi, Hayley. I'm alright, thank you. I just heated up a takeaway for the first time and it's grim, but I'm really hungry. I need something to stand you up on. The burger's gone rock hard. Probably gonna get Polish from it, but be careful because my camera's pointing at the. That's me. Yeah. Just saying hello to everyone. Because I don't know where Jessie is, that's why. Listen to this. What? Rock solid. Alpha. I don't know. I haven't heard from Jessie for like 3 days. She hasn't replied to me. Ethan. Hi Tara. Is it about Jess? It's a bit slimy. It's not far off the same though. What, you grab him? Hi Bex. Your phone? Oh, pick it up. Might be a fly in that now. Ethan, just put your... Oh my lord. They've already seen me. Oh yeah. Jess in the hiding room. Oh, shut up, Frankie. You dick. She's come off because of all you lot being nasty. Show your proof, Frankie. Show your proof. Well, not really, because we've seen no receipts. So what about innocent till guilty? Well, proven. I've not seen it. I've not seen solid evidence of Jessie sending these pictures to anyone and just going off people's words. Everyone is. I don't believe it. So Frankie, put it up on your page. If there's proof everywhere, do it. Put it up. Buttercup. Sound like Sharon. Put it up, Buttercup. In a wild dick a crime. I'm not being funny, Frankie, but she comes off a lot of the times. Frankie, come up and talk. If you're so positive about it. Why don't you ring the police? Why hasn't Jessie been arrested then? And she's posting Martinez on profiles. Why hasn't she been arrested? Exactly. Exactly. Shove that out your bumhole. Going around saying that about people, calling them nonces, is disgusting. Imagine clout chasing off your child. This Frankie's got a lot of cheek. No profile picture. You're probably ugly behind the screen, aren't you? A face only a mother could love, innit, Frankie? You can't click on it while we're on live. You can go on your phone. No. Is that something playing?
Hi, Lauren, my lovely.
Hiya.
Frankie, I think you're in the wrong live.
Frankie, put your face on your profile. Let's judge you. Let's judge you off your ugly face. Hiding behind your screen. Oh wait, you can't. Check her profile. It's Frankie. Frankie DE43. 1E. Oh, done for harassment and bullying.
Why are people so invested in someone else's life? Really?
She's a private account with no posts. Oh!
Oh, Frankie, you need
Oh, let's
to
not mute her. Let's not mute Frankie. Don't do that. We're not muting little twats now. Get her unmuted. Let her carry on. She's sat behind the screen with 40 stone on her. Laying in a piss. Aren't you, Frankie? I bet when you lift up them rolls, you're smelling of fags, McDonald's burgers, everything. You're right, Tara.
Yeah, I'm good, my lovely. I just have to keep muting because the dogs keep barking, but
Right.
yeah, I'm good, sweet. How are you doing?
I just want to see proof if people are going to throw accusations around.
I know.
But they won't.
It is, well, God, it is such a mess. Everything's been edited, screen recordings, screenshots. Where are all the originals? Where is this proof? Because what I've seen isn't proof. I saw a screen recording yesterday and I was in Jess's live in this screen recording, and I'm like, what the hell? She didn't even do that. So someone thinks they're clever, altering screenshots and screen recordings.
Mm.
They need to concentrate on their own lives and looking after their own children and leave the authorities to
That's
deal
what I
with...
said, Tara. That,
Yeah,
Shell Bell's known Jessie, not for years, but for probably like a year or that's it. And you're trusting someone that you don't even know off the internet, you've never met. And you're
exactly.
sending pictures of your children to people. Like, who's a bit stupid here? That's why I said, if you've known someone on Facebook for a year, would you send pictures of your children to them?
It's mad, isn't it? Absolutely mad. We do so much awareness about not putting your children online. Remove them.
Well, bin this.
And people still do it. And then you've got people sending their child's pictures to others. Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Well, I think Shell Bell's done it herself. I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm not going to name any one individual because so many people are involved. But, they need to stop. If they've got evidence, go to the police.
There is no evidence of it really, is there? Because Jessie's only come off, from what I'm thinking, is because she can't deal with it all. It's like I was listening to Lou's reviews popped up on mine yesterday for about 5 seconds on my For You page, so I didn't go in. And she went, "What do you mean I've called Jessie a nonce? All I've been talking about is what people have been saying." I was like, are you for real? You yourself, Lou, has been calling Jessie an ONCA. And then people are backtracking now. What? Because there's no proof on it, so you're regretting calling Jessie all them names? Is that what it is?
I've had my team for 5 years. Schofield. We've stung plenty. It's all online. Well, no, actually, that's a lie. It's not all online. Some of them haven't been posted because the police have requested that we don't until conviction. So we're waiting for some. But all the rest's online. It's all available for people to watch. Just look it up. All us teams are online. There's over 200 teams in this country. We're all online. Have a look, Schofield.
I think that one's fucked off out of the live.
Oh, Frankie.
Yeah, Frankie's gone. She hasn't been blocked.
My team's on my profile, guys.
It's always the ones with no profiles that have a lot to say. And clearly she's been watching my lives a lot to know who I'm dating.
It's just wrong on every level. People are holding lives about children being doxed when it's none of their business. Let the authorities deal with it.
The amount of times from Shell Bell's gone into Jess's box, I've hardly heard how dare you do this or how dare you do that. It's just been name calling. And it's always happened like that. And I'm thinking, it's a bit sus to me, all of it.
They're targeting one person, aren't they?
Yeah, they want to target Jessie, that's why.
I know it's been altered, Scofie, because I've been in the live. So I know what's been said, what's happened.
They've got no drama, that's why.
If you re-watch it, you can see it's been altered. But you've got to stop accusing and bullying, targeting just one person that has got severe mental health. How dare you? Pushing one person right to the edge.
It's like they're making videos when Jessie's paused and she stopped talking, they're saying, they're writing messages above it saying this is what happens when you're guilty. And I'm like, what's the Jessie having a break from the live for 10 seconds is her guilty? What is she supposed to keep saying, repeating herself, saying I haven't done it 50 million times?
Mad. Absolutely mad. I do know that there's 2 police forces involved now. One in Ireland and one over here.
It's a lovely day again today.
Just leave it to the police. Focus on something positive.
They can't, they haven't got anything positive in their lives. All they look forward to is having a shit and going to bed.
Mad. You know, they don't even realise that by doing this,
What?
they're affecting the case.
Yours doesn't go back as far. Mine doesn't. No. That's a dodgy chair.
Alright, go back so far.
Jessie's just taking a break from all the CUNTs on the app. That's what she's doing.
Just concentrating on herself for a little while.
If this was someone else, they'd all be saying, shave priest before you say stuff. But no, because it's Jessie, it's alright to do that.
They're just affecting the police case, that's all. And that's crazy because it's children, you know? Why would you put the case in jeopardy like that?
I doubt it. Oh, bad.
She hasn't had her devices taken. I spoke to her this morning. She's fine. She's just taken a few days to herself.
From what you do, Ballbag, I wouldn't really sit here saying stuff about Jessie yourself. Very, very dodgy. If you want to go on about you, Ballbag, what's on your search history? On your computer? Should we talk about that?
The police will find it all anyway. It might take a little while, but they'll find it all. So the best thing to do, and this is to everybody, is concentrate on something else. Don't affect the case. Stop talking about it online. Stop holding lives on someone.
That's all I need to say, Ballbag. That's all I need to say on you. I'm sure you're the one that's going to be bashing on, aren't you?
Yeah, we're all about it.
I don't need to.
What about all the thousands of children that are being trafficked? Do you concentrate as much on them as you do on Jess? Why don't you be proactive?
That made you shut up, didn't it, Bowbag? Don't want to go down that route, do we?
Educate yourselves.
You've all got dirt under your shoes. You've all done something nasty. Just some of you don't like to put your hands up and just say, alright, I'm in the wrong.
They all know that Jess is vulnerable. It's not as if, you know, she hides it. She's quite open. But they just attack. Push the woman over the edge. Who's going to be responsible for that?
Mm. Well, they're blaming Keisha, aren't they, now, for doxing children? Best girl. With that person. I need to get... Oh, she's alright, be Lou there. I thought it was Lou Reviews coming in then. Nearly blocked you. I don't know why other people aren't being brought up on when they've doxed pictures of children.
And she doesn't rely on her mods to be her PA for her personal life at all. She deals with it.
Hi, Jenny. It's like, what about Sarah and Cal, Queen and Nats and Lou? What about when they doxed a picture of me that I was in a bikini from 17 years old? I was a child in that, you know? Sending it around WhatsApp laughing about it. But no, because I'm an adult now, it makes it alright.
Disgusting behaviour.
And I've still got the video on that. Laughing about it. Oh, send it me on WhatsApp, let me have a look. And then guess what they did? They blamed Jessie for that as well, Tara. The picture. They blamed the picture from Jess when Jess didn't even have me Instagram. She didn't even know how to work WhatsApp, let alone go on other apps and look on people's profiles.
If Jess has done anything, if Shell Bell has done anything, if Lauren's done anything, if anyone has done anything, the police will find out.
Yeah. I need to get
by people like I've said, by people holding 8 lives and everything on one person, that's not getting anywhere.
I'm coming back out. Oh.
No, I haven't been around for a few months, Billy. You just haven't seen me.
I wouldn't say for a few months because, you know, I've known Jessie since 2024. Early 2024. About just before June. And she would never do anything like that. When she's wanted to show me chat, she goes, oh, I can't because I've got someone's family member in there or something like that. And she even, you know what, back in November, when Shellbell accused her of something, Jessie said, Lauren, can I send you me and Shellbell's WhatsApp chat? I said, yeah, it's fine. And then when she was screenshotting them, she turned around and said, I can't do it because Shellbell's got a family in there and I can't. I said, that's fine, Jess, don't worry. And then as soon as I hung up, Shellbell went, I heard Jessie was going to ring you on WhatsApp on live, and she went, is she going to show me in her chats? And I said, yeah, but she isn't going to now because of the kids. And she went, okay, good, because I don't want to send them. And I said, yeah, she's just said to me already she ain't going to do it. And that was in November. And I remember that phone call, and I'll never throw that back in the face. Because even when she needed to show me something from the chat, she went, I don't risk it, Lauren. Because she does send me a lot of messages when she needs to put it up on live, and she went, I can't do it. Sure, I can't
Enjoy your
screenshot any of the
gardening.
chats.
Enjoy your gardening, Jenny. I've just done some of mine.
We're just
Beautiful.
chilling in the sun. It's really warm. It's warm outside, but it's lovely and warm. But I just think you've all got something wrong with you, and you've all done something wrong like I have. Just put your hands up and be honest. Just say, yeah, I did do this, did that, did this, did that. And just take it on the chin instead of, I only did that because of this, that and the other. Like, look how many times I've apologised to Lou, but when it comes the other way around, it's, I only did that because you said this about my weight, you said this about my face, you said this about, so I was only reacting. It's just like, put your hands up and just say, right, I was horrible to you, and you were horrible to me. Apologise, done, move on. Not the stupid excuses from anyone where they just say, no, I only said something horrible back, or I was racist or homophobic or a bully because you said this first about my nan. You said this about my face. You said this about my weight. You said this about my fanny hair. You know, it's like, just turn around and say, you know, I did something wrong. I shouldn't have said it. And I apologise. Yeah, but if you remember, Lou, I got Jenny, I got ganged up on to apologise and didn't get one back. And then when I did, she just kicked off and started going, you were horrible to me for months. It went both ways. And I just straight up and apologised loads of times.
There's not one person on this planet that hasn't been horrible to someone and said terrible things about them. But like you said, Lauren, it's about owning up and being accountable for what you've done and said.
It didn't, Jenny. I got ganged up on and alive and I was forced to apologise to Lou for body shaming when she did the exact same thing to me. What, because I'm not a real woman, it doesn't matter. So was there a bit of sexism then, was there, Jenny? Because we were both nasty to each other. She was pushing her boobs together saying, Lauren, you haven't got these. And I said, well, you're massive. And then she went, you're skinny as hell. It went both ways. We were both body shaming each other, and I was forced and ganged up on like 180 people in Jess's live, and they all said, come in and apologise to her. And I said, I'm not apologising unless she's apologising back. And they said, no, you were absolutely vile to her. And then when I did apologise to her about twice, she came in my live at 12 o'clock at night with crazy behaviour and dignity in there, and she kicked off saying, I'm not apologising to you because I only reacted. And I kept apologising. I said, Lou, can you just say you're sorry as well, because you were just as horrible as I was, and she didn't. It took her about 5 months to just say, you know what, Lauren, I'm sorry for the transphobia, and then she did it. And every time I was just like, I'm sorry for body shaming you, and she just turned around and went, well, I'm not feeling sorry because I only reacted to you. You don't say stuff like that, you just turn around and say, you know what, I'm sorry as well. Am I right, Tara?
Correct.
You just turn around and say, you know what, I'm sorry as well, I shouldn't have said some things. Like I have with Ethan, I turn around and say, you know what, I shouldn't have been horrible to you.
We're adults, for goodness sake. Admit what you've done, apologise, and move on. But this is serious. You know, doxing a child is very, very serious.
Yeah.
However, holding hate lives and spreading about the internet that one person's done this, that is also wrong.
If it was someone else and they were accusing Bass Girl, Big Mama, whatever their names are, if they accused any of them of doing what's happened to Shelbar, they'd all say, no, show the proof first, show the proof before you call her an ONC. Because it's Jessie, they can all call her the most horrible names under the sun.
Well, Big Mammy has had accusations thrown at her, hasn't she?
No, I meant like with most of these, I hear him saying, oh, it's not true until you show proof. But then with Jessie, it's like, oh, we'll call you a complete NONCA when there's no proof on it.
Yeah, the word gets thrown about so much, and it takes away just how serious it is. I face these people on a regular basis. People that have done the most awful things to children. And these children will suffer for the rest of their lives. The trauma doesn't go away. These predators are, well, if you saw what we saw, you'd be horrified, absolutely horrified. How can another human being do that to a child? It's serious. Stop spreading it around the internet and let the parents and the police deal with
Out
it.
of everything, right? If your child's been doxed by someone, like even if you hate or you've been really close to, if this happened to me, my mum would be straight at their door knocking them out or doing something bad. So I don't understand why it's just still sitting on the app talking and talking and talking for days
Well,
and days, and ruining your police case on someone that's apparently doxed your child. I don't get it.
I know.
It's really stupid. I don't believe it. It's absolute bullcrap. It was someone else before Jessie, and then someone else, and then someone else, and then she was even sat back with Jessie through January sometime or December. Because I saw her in her life and she was acting civil with Jessie, so I don't get why it keeps switching. And
Shell Bell was chatting to Jess the other week.
I'm gonna have to restart because I've got a violation.
Okay.
In a sec.